Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. And last video we got set up and all ready to go to barrows to hunt for a pair of tank legs, which as you can see, the long grind is finally over after getting 4 items in 14 KC and finishing off with Durox plate legs. We had to buy 24k more cast runes on top of what we already got from barrows to be able to afford an Onyx from the Czar shop. And now all we have left to do to make a Fury is train crafting. The crafting training method I'll be doing is the charter ships method, which I've gone more in-depth in previous videos, and if you do want to see a more in-depth video about it, I'll link a charter ship guide that I made a while back in the description. We need at least 86 crafting for a Fury, so with that said, let's get started. Let's try to make some space and clear up the inventory because we'll need, I think, 21 free inventory slots to start training crafting. So let's clear up some space. Okay, we have 2 slots left in the bag now. So I guess I'll put in the prayer potions and the heart, and then I'll sell the blood runes to the shop, and that should leave us just enough space to do charter ship crafting. I can't wait to go back there. I missed it. It's been such a long time. I just realized we're buying astral runes. We'll need 1 more inventory slot open, so maybe I'll sell the nature runes to the back to the shop to make another space then. Okay, we're gonna start with 2k astral runes. It'll be good for now. It won't last us for the whole way, but it's good for now. Now we got space to finally start training crafting. Let's head on over then. You got the quest cape to get back home because we'll be on lunars. All right, first level of this little crafting grind coming in with 83. Okay, here is 80 for crafting. That is black d'hide bodies without boosting. I used to boost them before whenever I want to make them for when we were doing Slayer, but now we don't have to worry about making the pie for that and boosting. We have to make a black d'hide body for the Mauritania Elite Diary, so it'll be that much easier now because the pie is kind of annoying to get the mushroom for it. Okay, there is 85 crafting. We could boost with the pie now to make a suffering, but we're gonna keep on going, of course, for at least 86 for the Fury, but still might even keep on going beyond there too. And there it is, 86 crafting. We can now boost with the +4 from the Solicet pie, which is called the mushroom pie, to craft a Fury now because it's a +4 and you need level 90 to make a Fury. Or I guess an Onyx amulet, which we can enchant into a Fury. It's really late right now though, so I'm about to go to bed, but in the morning, we'll go and make the Fury. This is also the last level we'll be doing lantern lenses because at level 87, we unlock light orbs, and it has its own pros and cons, which I'll get into once we get 87. Okay, actually, so I decided to stay here and quickly get 1 more last level of this crafting grind. 87, like I said before, unlocks Storgus and light orbs, but we're going to wrap it up here with the crafting grind, and let's go make the Fury. This whole time, I didn't really have a plan for after this because the Fury's kind of been the long-term goal for a while. But while I've been doing this last level, I've been thinking a lot, and I know what I want to do next. Oh, dude, we got that in like 7 mushrooms or something. There's the soy sap. Here we go, it's cooked. This is a very huge moment for the account right now. So first, we're going to chisel the Onyx. I think if I chisel it 1 more time, we get Onyx bolt tips. I don't think there's a warning for that, so that'd be really bad. But here we go, Onyx amulet, okay, yeah, pie, I knew that. All right, Onyx amulet, unstrung. Let's string it and enchant it. We have exactly 87 magic as well, which is the level that we need for that. Yeah, let's go and enchant it, and we have the Amulet of Fury. Dude, I'm so freaking stoked about that, dude. All the stash units I can currently build that require a glory, I have built already. I have a glory mounted in the house already as well, so we can take that glory out anytime we need it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and alch the glory. It's not too hard to get glories on the account, so goodbye. On to bigger and better things. The Amulet of Fury is a direct upgrade over a glory. Every single stat on it is better. There's nothing that's lower at all on there. Massive, massive moves on the Ultimate Ironman. As I've mentioned, I do want to take this account into a PVM-oriented direction, which means training Slayer. But there is something else I want to do before we get back into training Slayer, and that is the Mauritania Elite Diary. Because with the Mauritania Elite Diary, we get even more XP when doing Slayer tasks in the Slayer Tower, and we get the full XP when the Bone Crusher buries bones. So it only makes sense to get this diary done before we get back into training Slayer. We have all the requirements except for one thing, and that is loot the barrows chest while wearing any complete barrows set. It feels so wrong that we only did 14 barrows chests. I was really looking forward to it, and then we just finished it, and I feel like I got a little bit blue balled there, you know what I'm saying? You know, we were really starting to get into it. I was having a good time, and then I finished. And I gotta say, you guys probably aren't the first person I'm disappointed by finishing too fast. So what I'm saying is we have to go back to barrows to get a full barrow set and just finish one set. That's all we gotta do. But before we do that, we need to empty out some space in the looting bag, because there's a good chance we'll probably get like 10, 15 plus pieces before we even finish one set. and I need somewhere to put all those pieces. So I'm going to suicide right now, and I'll show you what's up, and I'll show you how we're going to make some space. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing it here. We're going to go to Herblore to do it. Okay, something interesting I found out about barrows pieces is that when you die, only the pieces that are full turn to 0. So these in the bag here will turn to 0, but if they're not full and they're not at 0, then they're untradeable, which should mean that they won't go to 0 when we die. So I guess we'll be testing this and finding out firsthand. Also, I put 8 mil in the Nightmare Zone coffer just in case, because we don't need that much money on us. Don't be alarmed, the cash stack is not actually that low. Okay, here we go. So you can see the DRX plate legs are still at 100, and these other pieces, which were all full, have degraded to 0. So I guess I shouldn't repair any of these unless I know for sure I'm going to be using them. My plan to empty out the looting bag, though, is to go through the herbs and use up these herbs one by one. Not all of them, but just the herbs that we have the potions for already. So I guess we'll start with the Arits. And I figure because we don't get any herbs from doing barrows, of course, then there's no need to worry about the herbs taking up more bag space again. Until after we finish barrows and we drop the pieces that we don't need. But for now, we gotta make space for the barrows items by clearing out these herbs. So we'll start with the Arits. We are starting out with 74 Herblore, and these Arits will be getting us level, so I'll see you back once we get that. Because we have the hard desert diary done, we can get the unfinished potions made in a noted form for 200 GP each. And I figure that we're at the point in the account now where the time that we would save by doing this, we could easily make up the money that costs. So we're gonna go ahead and make unfinished potions with Zahur, and there we go. We can start making them and get super fast XP rates. I was just looking at the achievement diary requirements, and apparently the highest crafting requirement for the diaries is 85 crafting. So we've met that requirement, and we don't have to train it anymore for the diaries, but we will eventually be training it for some of the jewelry that we'll be making in the future. And 75 Herblore, we can now clean grimy toadstools. We have a little stack of those at Herblore right now, so we can clean those once we take them out. Okay, right here is the last of the super attack potions that we have to make, and if you want to see the XP per hour with the noted unfinished potions, I was doing this very, very casually. I could definitely get a lot more XP per hour, but you can see we did it all in about 1 hour, 125k XP. Also, I realized I forgot to show the crafting XP that we gained from the last couple days of training crafting. There we go, about 1.3 mil XP. Alright, well, we got the silver sickle here to collect the Mortmire fungus that we need for the super energies, which in my opinion are the worst potion to have to make. But we have a lot of Avento here, so maybe we'll get another level. I remember before when I did this, I had to swap between the Dust Bell staff and the Drayman staff, but now I don't have to worry about that swap because we don't need Drayman staff anymore. Plus, starting off with the unfinished potions should probably make this a lot easier. Yeah, doing it now is so much less stressful with the unknown potions because I can like go back and forth doing half an inventory at once, rather than like juggling the unfinished potions and the vials of water on the ground, if that makes sense. So it's a lot less stress now. And one more thing that we have now that we didn't have then was the prayer pool. So we don't have to go like out of the way to go to that altar now. Not a huge deal at all, but something to point out. Yes, there we go, another level, 76 Herblore. And at 76 we can make magic potions, but I don't think I'll use Lancidimes for those, because first off, magic potions are irrelevant to the account because we have the imbued heart. And second off, we can get even more XP by making the regular anti-fire potions into super or extended anti-fires. Yeah. That's gonna show him. And that's it, the last of the Avento / super energies, which eventually will be turning into stamina potions. We didn't get too far into level 76. We have a couple herbs left though. I really want to get 77 because being able to make staminas without boosting would be really nice. Okay, next up, Ranarr / prayer pots. Okay, now no more Ranarrs left. That's the last of the prayer potions. I noticed throughout doing Slayer, we pretty much broke even with the amount of prayer potions that we used. I pretty much AFK'd everything with Proselyte and prayer, and we about broke even. I planted all the Ranarr seeds as we got them. I think we only have one more potion left to make now, and that is the anti-fires with the Lancidimes that we have. Okay, here's the Lancidime. I am a bit nervous because we will be running around dragons. I'll be going to the Myths Guild dungeon. I will bring a shield this time though. I don't have a Ring of Life, but if we do die running around there, here's proof and evidence of all the items that we will hopefully not lose, because we're not going to die. Everything's going to be okay. Let's grab a shield though. Definitely gonna grab the shield. Alright, I've never actually collected dragon scales from the Myths dungeon, so this will be the first time for, I was gonna say both of us, but at least first time for me. So I was watching a little video on how to do it. I think we just run down over here, and the dragons are gonna start attacking us. I'll probably pray melee, and then there's some more around the corner here. Okay, cool. It's a pretty close teleport. I like it. Wait, hold up. Okay. Really weird fact, by the way, about items that spawn on the ground, and I found this out while doing Snapegrass a long time ago before you can even plant it, is that the more population in a world, the faster the items spawn on the ground. And I know like the whole timers with the rocks and the trees and stuff or whatever, that was changed when Old School first came out or shortly after it came out or something, but items that spawn on the ground, at least for Snapegrass, that never changed. and I assume it's the same for these dragon scales as well. Okay, so I figured out there's 6 scales that spawn there, and we have 18 inventory spaces free for those, so it kind of works out perfectly. 3 rotations of the scale things, and it's good for full inventory. Oh yeah, I keep using the myth cape to teleport back here before I put the Tome of Fire on, because I'm just very, very paranoid about that. Okay, there it is, done with all the Lantodimes now. That wasn't too bad. I thought it'd be a lot longer to do that, but yeah, I think that's last of the potions too. We have no more herbs we can use without making a new potion stack. So let's go collect all the stuff, and yeah, we're pretty much ready to go back to Barrows then. Oh, I'm excited. The best part about it, we didn't even die. So unfortunately, we did not get 77 Herblore, which not only is that good because of staminas, but once we get 77, we can actually boost to make brews. Although at this point, like, we have the fire cape, we beat Song of the Elves. I guess we don't like really need brews that badly for anything from now on. Oh yeah, I forgot to show the total XP that we got. So if you want to see how it's looking, we got 284 Herblore XP throughout the last, what's it, like 4 hours? Yeah. Fun little day of training some Herblore. You know what? So I haven't collected the items yet back from Hespori. I got the looting bag and I put a couple things in there, but most of the stuff is still at Hespori. And because we have an empty inventory, I feel like doing some crafting. So we're gonna do a little bit more crafting for now, just have a nice chill night and just chip into it a little bit more. We don't always get this opportunity to have like nothing on us, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Now that we have 87 crafting, we can craft light orbs over the lenses, as I was saying before, and these give 70 XP versus the 55 XP from the lenses. However, the biggest downside to blowing these light orbs is that when you trade the shop here, you can't sell them. So that means that each trip, instead of just selling them all back, I'll have to manually drop all of them. Still faster XP overall to do that, but if I do want to AFK, I could just make the lenses. This is just more focus for more XP. Also, I'm in the habit of pressing 7 for the lenses each time. I have to get into the habit of pressing 8. Oh man, I'm already like trying to sell the light orbs back to the shop. This is gonna be a kind of difficult habit to break. As you can see, we're getting kind of close to the next crafting level, which we'll finish off at the start of the next video before we get back into Barrows. Oh yeah, and the Fremnik Exiles quest comes out tomorrow morning as well, so we'll get that done too. That is all for this video though. I'm so glad we finally had the Fury, but thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you again next time.